Hey, this is Travis at Three Corners Farm. Today we're going to talk about my Chapin Seeder. I use it for my greens like arugula, spinach, my mustards, and radishes. Um, it's a pretty cheap seeder out there, and I got it last year just because most of my rows last year were 20 feet, 12 feet rows, because where I'm at here at the homestead, they're a little bit smaller rows, and it seemed to work all right. I had some gaps in the rows and stuff, and I figured it's because I wasn't filling the hopper all the way up. But as we go on here, I'll show you what, even when I fill the hopper, what the 100-foot rows look like when I start seeding those. But to go with the cedar, it's not a bad little cedar. It was $100, and then it was on some clearance because it had for a few years at the local supply store, so I got even less than $100. I believe they're around 120 right now on Amazon. But I can put a link in the description if you want to check them out. But it's a nice little cedar for, if you're doing your own garden or homestead gardens, but it's not the best cedar for a profit market garden because it does a few things. It chews up the seeds. You can hear it eating the seeds as it's picking them up, and when you get done there'll be a bunch of broken seeds on top, so next time I pour them seeds back in to do my next bed, I'll have more gaps. And it works kind of like some of the other ones like these. It has these little discs. Let me get this disc out here. A little disc just pops in the side and it picks up the seeds. This is my radish disc, and you can see here, I'll show you, it kind of gaps it weird, and then I'll have spots where I have like two mini radishes in one little spot. Well, we get some other discs, and it comes with a few. They don't make any others than the ones that come with it, but realistically I only use that radish disc and the one for, it says, kale, lettuce, and it has this little it's a little bit smaller holes. But it's really those two I use. The rest of the stuff I don't use because a lot of my seeds pelleted, and pelletized seeds don't fit with this. So this is mainly used for my greens this year. I'm hoping next year to get different seeds, but other than that, it works pretty nice. I mean, I had no other issues other than just gapping. Don't use it if the soil's still a little damp from the day before, because at least where I'm at, it's kind of clay, so it would stick up. I was doing one morning, watered a little heavy the day before, and it would just stick to everything and wouldn't push through very well, and the tires would just get caked on with a bunch of mud and clay. Other than that, you can see on my rows here, these are finished rows I did this year. You can see my arugula is pretty good, but it's a little heavy, so I'm wasting some seeds there. And same with my tatsoi and my golden frills mustards. You can see that there's some light spots, and then there's some really thick spots. And then if we move over to my radishes and spinach, you'll see both of these rows, there's just big gaps. Like my spinach, I probably got a third of what should be growing on this row. So I have no other way of planting them right now. I can't get a cedar right this minute, a newer one. I'll probably have to get a jang to be able to do some of the pelleted seeds I get. I still do all those by hand, I don't have any other choice. Luckily, they're on stuff that I'm just trying out to see if our market wants to use it, so I'm not planting, 50 feet at a time. I'm only doing 15 feet at a time, so it's not too bad. But this little cedar is a nice little cedar for anything except for profit. You're going to waste money on your seeds because you're going to lose some, plus, of course, it chews them up. Other than that, it's built all right. I've had no issues with it. I mean, other than just gapping, but any of these ones that feed on the side will have those issues, and they'll eat up because the seeds get between the disc and the edge, and they'll eat up your seeds and cause gapping, and you get more gaps, of course, the next time you use your seeds just because they're broken up. That's it with the Chapin Seeder. It's a pretty good little cedar, especially if you're doing a homestead or something that's not for a profit. For the price range, around $100, it's worth it. If you're doing a 20-foot bed of mixed greens a couple times a year for your house, this would save you a lot of time. Other than that, hopefully you like this video, you'll share it, subscribe to our channel as we get out some more videos for you. Talk to you later.